Louis, Missouri. The oldest rivalry in the National Football League, dating back to 1920, the Bears and the Cardinals. Hello, everybody. I'm
passes for 189 yards and 2 touchdowns. So the Cardinals can hit you in a lot of ways. If it's not Green, it'll be Pat Tilley or maybe Otis Anderson. So
we have had a rather pleasant and very warm and humid afternoon. With a high ceiling, it looks like we're going to have a dry day. Mitchell bobbles at the 1 and drops it into the end zone, and that costs him a return. Now, you will not see Stump Mitchell do that very often. He likes to bring everything back high from that victory here in St. Louis. First down from their own 20 yards. Richardson out with a broken navicular bone in his wrist. Lomax on second down, lots of time, and hits for a completion and then a steal by Al Harris, but it will be St. Louis ball. Doug Marsh, the tight end, making the win-loss column. Lomax on first down to Green, and he made the catch against the coverage of Sean Gale. What a catch here. Gale did a pretty good job defensively.
He was on him, but Roy Green just went and got the ball, and Lomax had time. He threw the ball, and yes, the St. Louis Cardinals went after the rookie Sean Gale right off the gun, and you can see that Green had a couple of steps on him. The ball was a little bit short, but he still made the grab, and the St. Louis Cardinals are in commanding position at this point. Here it is from the low angle. He's got the inside position, and it makes it tough because Sean Gale has got to come up and over, and the ball was high enough and up and over, and Roy Green makes the grab. He's something else, isn't he?
He sure is. Benny Perrin. And he's got it. Neil O'Donoghue. Hits from 44 yards. Askin Smith is being attended to. First down, Chicago in St. Louis territory. McMahon rushing out of the pocket. McMahon trying to get out of bounds and had to push Willie Gauld out of his way, but he has a first down deep in First and 15, Chicago. McMahon going for it all. He's got a man open. Touchdown! Willie Gauld. Stump Mitchell, who bobbled the first kickoff and was unable to bring it back, taking the touchback instead, will try again from the 5. Mitchell with room is hit at the 32-yard line, and it was Dave Finzer. Lomax on first down. Short man Anderson. Anderson close to first down yardage. Mike Singletary tackled him, and Lomax took quite a kickoff, and McMahon hit Gault with a 28-yard touchdown. A flag down. Here's Green open. Green is out of bounds, chased by Sean Gale, but a flag is down. Back at the
Lomax saw it coming off the 46 defense, the all-out blitz, and he just threw it up. Put Sean Gale on Roy Green man for man and just threw it out in front. And look at Roy Green. He's got a couple of steps and knocked out of bounds as St. Louis comes up with another big play. I'll tell you.
Dave Dickerson has come in. Jim Osborne has come in defensively out of the shotgun. 3rd and 7. Lomax rolling and will try to run for the first down. Did not make it. And he was hurt getting knocked out of bounds. It was Leslie Frazier. 40 is in with Otis Anderson. And Randy Love has the touchdown. A quick opener for this.
And you can see Joe Bostic, too. And Terry Steve comes across on the trap, and Bostic throws his block, and it was good trap blocking by the St. Louis Cardinals. If you watch to the left of your screen, you can see the block come down from the other side as Love gets through, scores the touchdown. Nice
drive. Benny Perrin holding. He has it. So we have had offense, and more offense on 3.
Okay, you talk about what is a normal mismatch. Here's Walter Payton, number 34, putting a block on Curtis Greer, but I don't know who blocked who.
Well, that was a bit of a mismatch weight-wise. Greer go. They give us to Suey. He's got some room. Breaks a tackle and drops the ball. Looks like a Cardinal recovery. So Matt Suey, after making a good run breaking tackles, has lost the ball to the Cardinals. Lionel Washington. Conversation along the sidelines, and on second down, the Cardinals. Otis Anderson, number 32, gets out over the 10-yard line. Lead the Bears 10-7. Chicago football after the 31-yard punt. Payton will pass. Wide open is McKinnon, diving for it. It's just overthrown. Well, Walter Payton.
His reaction. You don't think he wanted a completion? Oh, no. He has 5 touchdown passes.
Payton in motion. Pitch out to Suey. Gets a block from Payton. And he is slammed down. Excellent defensive reaction by the St. Louis Cardinals. 3rd and goal. And they do go to the air. And it is complete to Saldi, who dropped the ball. It's recovered in the end zone. Was it an incomplete pass? No, it is a completion. And the Cardinals touch the ball.
See Saldi, 81, go to the outside. They tried a little pick play, you might say. Right there, Saldi's got the ball. There's Perrin with the tackle, strips the ball from him. And look what he does. He gets up, gets the ball. I'd have to give him an A on that play, wouldn't you?
Boy, what an outstanding.
Now, Saldi has it to the outside the way he's supposed to. But Perrin just stripped it, picked it up, and it's St. Louis's ball. 2 crucial fumbles by the Bears deep in St. Louis territory. It could cost them for this
time next Saturday. McMahon on 2nd down and 9. Has a man open, and it's Suey. Does he get the touchdown? No, he's down at the 1-foot line on 1st down, and Walter Payton is in the end zone. Touchdown. After a 49-yard punt by Birdsong from his end zone. Walter Payton with a touchdown. Mitchell from the 5-yard line. Stump Mitchell breaks 1 tackle, gets out to the 25, and the Cardinals will start from there. Marsh and LaFleur, double tight end offense on 1st down. He gets time and airs it out, intended for Tilley. What a catch by Tilley. And he is stopped by Fensick after he took the ball away from Leslie Frazier. Frazier looked outside. Tilley turned in.
A blitz on. You'll see Otis Wilson coming from the left side as Lomax adjusted a little bit in the pocket. Throws for Tilley, who was covered by Leslie Frazier. But Tilley, just a heads-up play, and that's why he's a great football player. Came back to get the ball up and over Frazier, who didn't spot it, and then gets up, and Gary Fensick comes over. Tilley alertly tried to continue on to. Okay, McMichael is number 76, the upper left corner of your screen. Now there's Wilson on the tackle. I think he just miscalled the number. He's going to, it should have been on.
They're good, St. Louis offensive line. Lomax gets protection this time, but is forced out. He'll run it. Close to the 1st down. Sean Gale forced him out, number 23.
Good coverage down the field. Lomax couldn't find anybody. The rush was there. He takes off down the field, has a presence of mind to look there to kind of freeze everybody, then takes off, and it's Sean Gale who has to come up and make the tackle, number 23. But Lomax knew where the 1st down marker was, cuts to the outside, and just barely gets the 1st down.
So he made up all that sack yard. 5:28 to play 1st half.
Oh.
This is Anderson.
Terry Steve, number 68, he pulls out in front. Number 68 down here at the left of your screen, he throws the key block on Todd Bell that allows Otis Anderson to get into the end zone. Good pulling by the guards. Lewis Sharp was also pulling, but the key block was by number 68, Terry Steve, and that was it. Big Otis goes in, touchdown.
Then he got it again. So the St. Louis Cardinals storm back and take a step. Sore hand and all. Walter Payton takes it inside, breaks a tackle. Still going to the 40-yard line. E.J. Jr. hauls him down there in the best news. Stump Mitchell is the punt return man. Oh, what a dandy. Backs Mitchell up about 20 yards to the 7-yard line, but watch out for Mitchell. Moorhead wraps him up at the 21, but a good return by the always dangerous the Bears to punt. Mitchell got it to the 21, and the 1st down pass play to Roy Green is complete for a gain of 6, maybe 7 on the play. And we are for the St. Louis Cardinals. Lomax pumps once and then throws the short one to Tilley, who has a 1st down at the Cardinal 42. Mike Singletary had the coverage and made the stop. roster. Draw play. That is Stump Mitchell, and Mitchell plows for about 7 yards. Cardinals on 2nd and 9. McMahon is going to be sacked. David Galloway fighting off Mark Bortz to put the grab on McMahon as he stepped up this point. He is, of course, playing with a broken bone, a fractured bone, more correctly, in his. Payton has some room. First down. Straight arms his way to the 47-yard line. And Benny Perrin forced him out there. Number 20 out. Mainly with Walter Payton doing the grinding. McMahon's got running room. He'll take it. And he strips right through. McMahon to the 1-yard line. Nearly got into the end zone. And again made that decision not to worry about it.
It's down to the 1-yard line. The Bears knocking on the door.
Suey diving. Touchdown. We are back where Bob Thomas, Finzer, pardon me, has just kicked off for the Chicago Bears, and Mitchell on a tear out close to the 30-yard line. And it was Dunsmore, number 8, the Bears. And here is his counterpart, Otis Anderson.
Cardinals have to approach it.
Otis Anderson got 5 on that play. It's 3rd down, and the pass is complete to Roy Green. Green has a first down in Bear territory.
See the jam. Leslie Frazier is jamming Roy Green as Roy goes through the pick and then clears, and there's no linebackers. That's because the Bears, the way they play their defense, they go to corners, they help people out, they blitz, whatever it is, nobody over the middle. Roy Green comes up with a big play. That's the way you move.
First down in Chicago territory. Otis Anderson trying to get wide. He does. Dances and batters his way close to the 30-yard line, and another Cardinal first down.
Well, he got the interference out in front of him, and there were a couple of missed tackles as Anderson did a good job of playing off the blocks and watching, keeping his eyes open. You'll see Fensick gets over there. Hartenstein, 73, gets over. Fensick will miss right here, and Otis Anderson cuts back, gets a couple of extra yards, and St. Louis in good shape.
First down, Cardinals in Bears territory. Up the middle, a pass complete to Green. Caught from behind by Bell, but they're at the 2-yard line.
You know why the Chicago Bears don't want to get into a track meet with the St. Louis Cardinals. Sean Gale on the outside as Green will go down and then just releases across through the coverage, and then there are people to pick him up there, but Todd Bell was a little bit late. No help for Sean Gale there as Green turns it on, and Bell makes the tackle from behind, but not before the St. Louis Cardinals get down to the 1.5-yard line.
Opportunity to have 4 of them here.
Again
he's going to throw. He's got a man open. Touchdown. Flag down on the play. Flag down on the play. And Todd Bell is very upset at
number 25 as Lomax calls the same play. Little fake of the handoff and the rollout, and boom, there goes the hit after he threw the ball. I didn't think it was all that much of a violation, did you? Looked like he was in the air before the ball was thrown. There it is. 25 hits him from behind.
Close call. O'Donoghue. So the Cardinals have retaken the lead. What a game we've got. 70 yards in 6 plays. 24.
Wayne Smith covering Galt.
Pitch out Payton, and that is buried by the Cardinals. Just stripped everything out that station. And he gets a good one here. Backing up Mitchell, backing him up to the 27. Mitchell takes quite a hit from Brian Cabral, number 54. Time here. Cardinals want to keep the football. Lomax under pressure, has a man open. Stump Mitchell, flags down. Mitchell is stopped by Leslie Frazier at the 37-yard line.
Lomax shows a nice ability to feel that rush and to move around in the pocket. He does a good job here, spots him over the middle, and Mitchell is off to the races. Actually, had he gotten around Frazier, he could have gone for big yardage, but Frazier reached out, put the old grab on the face mask, and they determined that was intentional, and so it's 15 yards instead of 5 yards.
Roy Green in motion behind the ball. Otis Anderson cuts it upfield. Look at him dig and drive. Jim Hannafin. Bears out of the shotgun. Lomax off to Mitchell. Mitchell can't get away from Dave Dickerson, number 22. On the hash mark. And it's blocked. A huge defensive play for the Bears. He came early in the season. Art Plunkett getting both of them. Big 6'7" offensive linemen. Suey is trapped behind the line. And it was David Galloway.
Knowing the ferocity of their rush the last quarter or so, decided to try the quarterback draw, but E.J. Jr., number 54, would not be fooled. Stafford, Mays, Curtis Greer on there too.
Oh.
Now Green's in the slot this time.
Pressure. Hampton again. Got the pass off beautifully to Green. Green away from Gale. Short of the first down, but into Bear territory. To the right of your screen, and he may come into this picture. No, he's already made it. There he goes, and you can see 23 chastening. That's Sean Gale, and here comes the move. Maybe the move of the day as Gale goes right on by like two trains passing in the night. And Green takes it up almost to the first down marker. 6 catches for Roy Green now. A nice moment. Hampton and Lomax having a word for each other, and it's 2nd and 10. Rolling right, McMahon. Back the other way for Suey. Suey cannot get the block he needs, and a good defensive play. David Galloway right behind him. Stafford, Mays. Credit to St. Done it here. Stump Mitchell is back in. A high snap. Finzer. It's blocked. The ball is loose. Cardinals will take over. A blocked punt.
Here comes the snap. It was high, but it wasn't that high. He more or less just dropped the ball, picked it up, and 2 men were coming straight at him, and he tried to punt the ball. I don't know if he ever really got his foot on the ball.
I don't think so. It was a linebacker, Felanico Noga, number 57, who grabbed the ball, blocked the ball. Whether it was a kick or not doesn't look like it is, but there's Nico right there diving into Finzer. And of course Finzer at that point was Carroll. Danny Pittman are in on 3rd down. Lomax runs it up the middle. Touchdown. Lomax
taking a page from Jim McMahon as he scrambles, can't find the receiver, takes off down the field. Sean Gale gets a beat on him, and he dips to the outside. Todd Bell takes a try at him, but there was no way they're going to get him. He was determined to get to the end zone. As he gets to the 1-yard line, there's Gale and there's Todd Bell, and Lomax goes in. St. Louis in good shape.
Donahue, he has it. 4:38 remains in the regulation time. Cardinals 30, the Bears 21. 4th down. McMahon running out of time, and he is tackled before he could get the ball away. So the Cardinals will take over. Curtis Greer was the man who had a hold of McMahon, and while it will be an incomplete 1st down, Lomax gives to Anderson. Anderson has a 1st down to the 17 of Chicago.
Number 67, Lewis Sharp, come through the hole. Watch 67 come through the hole all by himself. If he can get through there like that, you know the back is on his way. As Gary Fensick tries to make the tackle, Sharp takes him out, and then a bunch of Bears knock him down. The Bears defense has broken.
Have defeated Atlanta to move to 4-3 in the NFC East. This is Anderson. Anderson trying to break for the goal line, and he is just short. Stumbled and hustled with a second. On the doorstep of the Bears goal line, the ball at the 1-yard line. Time out on the field.
And they're really making the counter work at the action going one way, and finally Fensick gets a hold of him, 45, and Otis says, I want to get to that end zone. Didn't quite get there.
82 yards now as we have hit a fine evening of entertainment as usual. Willard Harrell. Touchdown. Now, there's the kind of a guy you like to see get one. They've had quite a shakeup on the St. Louis roster. Came over in 1978 as a free agent from Green Bay. They just can't cut him. Every year he sticks with the lineup, and that's the kind of a guy I like to see get a touchdown.
He put his nose in there and got in and says, I want to be a part of the action, and going to be 38-21 if he makes this one.
O'Donoghue has the point after, and the Cardinals have handily taken this game from the Chicago Bears. Head to a big confrontation next week with the Redskins. Third down, Lish near the end zone. Gets it upfield. It's going to be intercepted. Yes, Lionel Washington. Lionel Washington, the intended receiver, was Jack Cameron. And so the game ends on that interception. And so, for Johnny Morris, this is Tim Ryan saying so long from Bush Memorial Stadium in St. Louis with a final score. The Cardinals 38, the Bears 21. Coming up next,
Lomax, their great young quarterback, and Mr. Lightning, Roy Green, who can score from any place on the field. I think.
And we're ready to go in a big NFC East game. And the kickoff is fielded by Pittman at the 5-yard line. Pittman down the sideline, and Danny Pittman rides it out almost to midfield. That's a way to get the crowd going. Hayes, the kicker.
And the great thing about Pittman, he was very decisive. He caught the ball on the right side and didn't hesitate. Went right down the sideline between the hash marks and the numbers. Went right down the sideline, made a good inside move. Back outside, was finally knocked out of bounds by the kicker, Jeff Hayes. But it's a great return for the St. Louis Cardinals.
Anderson is the lone setback. And Anderson carries on first down, and Anderson gets into Redskin territory to the 45-yard line. And a good gain on first down. The offense for the Cardinals.
65 as much as they possibly can. He's an all-pro tackle. He's already made all-pro.
Olkewicz comes out. Second down and 8. Lomax back to throw. He's going up on top for Roy Green, and Green is there. Touchdown! You said it. The Cardinals have to go on top and go on top early.
That's a read pattern. Roy Green. I just talked about Green. He has an option to run a variety of patterns, 3 patterns, but they double covered him, and he ran right between the 2 defensive backs, Darrell Green and also Curtis Jordan, with Coleman trying to catch from the backside.
We'll try to add the 7-point high snap. Benny Perrin holding, but the kick is good. 2.5 minutes into this opening quarter. They clicked again. Lomax to Roy Green, the 7th touchdown reception of the year for Green.
There he is. He's off in the wingback position. Look at Coleman trying to cover down below, but he's double covered from the outside by Green and also the safety man, Curtis Jordan. He gets the ball right behind.
Now coming this way. Riggins. Maybe a yard, and that's all. E.J. Jr. was there to make the play. Dramatic game, 25 seconds to go. The Redskins were leading by 7 points. Don Coryell was the head coach of the St. Louis Cardinals at that time. Jim Hart is the quarterback. Now here's the play. Cardinals are looking to tie the game to send it into overtime. Hart spots Mel Gray. Is it a touchdown or not? He was in the end zone. The Redskins say no. George Allen anxiously awaits the decision. And the officials huddle right at the goal line. A big moment in Cardinal football history. Then they say it is a touchdown. And Don Coryell and the Cardinals are elated. Jim Bakken kicks the field goal in overtime, and St. Louis goes on to win the NFC East with an 11-3 record. And there is Jim Hanifin on the right, Joe Gibbs on the left. Hanifin was the offensive line coach of the Cardinals then, and Joe Kenny Peters is in at strong safety, better against the run, Coffey against the pass. Play action pass, wide open is Doug Marsh, the tight end. He's in Redskin territory, a big gain of 24 yards to the 41-yard line.
The outside receivers, that they rotated to the split inside, which is to the defensive right, and for that reason the tight end was wide open in the middle area. Look at him, wide open. He makes the catch, goes up the field, and does a good job of running. Once he makes the catch, finally Monty Coleman, number
Wansley in motion, and Riggins is stopped short of a first down. Cardinals are primed defensively. Who played for the Cardinals for 18 years and now returns in the uniform of the Washington Redskins.
Yeah, and he's got a restaurant here with Dan Beardorf, and he's very sentimentally involved in the St. Louis area, and he's got to come back here with mixed emotions, although the only thing that's really important to him today is
Otis Wansley, the blocking back, John Riggins, a yard, and that's all. John Riggins
do it either way.
Second and goal at the 3. Riggins hit again at the line and thrown back. He did not move the pile on that play.
And it looked like
Theismann throws, touchdown, penalty marker down. Clint Didier on the reception, but a penalty is down for the Redskins. Here's the kickoff, and it's Pittman inside the 10-yard line. Pittman running out again to the 30. Pittman to the 36-yard line. He returned the opening kickoff 43 yards to really spur the Cardinals for butts. Steve Pisarkowitz, a quarterback, Ken Green, a defensive back, and George Franklin. You remember George?
Yes, very vividly, yes. There you see Birdsong kicking it. Man runs across his foot and gets a piece of his foot, and evidently that's what they call the penalty for.
Under his belt now. He's going to give it to Otis Anderson, and Anderson, with good effort, bucks forward to the 47-yard line. It'll be third down. He can be awfully deceptive. Everyone looks to Green. Quick pass is caught and dropped. Fumble. It's recovered by the Cardinals. Roy Green caught the ball. Danny Pittman recovered the fumble, and Green is shaken up. That was a fumble, and Pittman was there, and Roy Green looks like he really took a shot.
Number 81 coming off the line of scrimmage, breaks to the outside, turns his head quickly to locate the football. He makes the catch, and watch the hit here. He just makes the catch, turns and starts to go up the field, and look at the shot. He gets by Anthony Washington. Washington really gives him a shot with a shoulder pads, the left shoulder specifically, and the ball is recovered by Pittman, and St. Louis still has
in the lineup. Earl Farrell goes in motion, and Mitchell, who's done well as an understudy for Otis Anderson, has a first down at the 30-yard line of the Redskins. Hoffman makes the tackle.
He's not very large, 5'9", 188. Watch him coming off the line of scrimmage. They have a block of the left guard pulling in the middle linebacker, but he breaks to the outside and finally tackled by Rich Malott, number 57.
And the cheer in 15. Farrell is open, and Farrell is the safety valve. He's got the ball, and Farrell fighting his way to the 31-yard line. Just gets back to 7-7 the score. The Redskins and the Cardinals, and there's an inside handoff to Otis Anderson. Anderson is a first down inside the 20. Boy, did he come back big in that play.
Well, he saw it very effective. Look at the trap. It was a trap block that time. Terry Steve, the left guard, was trapping the defensive left tackle. Dave Butts made a beautiful block, and of course Anderson plows right through there.
Otis Anderson is shaken up. And inside handoff to Stump Mitchell. He's got blockers. Stump Mitchell is upended inside the 15-yard line. It'll be fourth down, and O'Donohue will come in, and so the Cardinals will try to take the lead with 3.
And Vernon Dean
trying to give St. Louis the lead in the game. O'Donohue's kick is up. It's good, and the Cardinals have the lead again. 29-yard field goal by 6'6" Neil O'Donohue from Ireland. And the Cardinals Eagles a few weeks ago. Second down and 10. Rolling out Theismann. He's in trouble. Curtis Greer and his friend. Theismann is tackled inside the 15-yard line.
So involved in the rush. This is what they call their dash play. Rolls out to his right. There you see Curtis Greer making a play initially, but Lee Nelson is also has good hands and a great running ability.
Here's Mitchell at the 49 of Washington. He's got room. Penalty marker down. Mitchell to the 30. And Mitchell will go all the way. Touchdown, but wait. A flag down at the 45-yard line may nullify it. The Cardinals don't know about it, however, and they are celebrating what they think is a touchdown. And apparently, Hank, they're going to call it back.
I think so, and it might be.
A 49-yard punt return for a touchdown is nullified.
Go. There you see Randy Love blocking him above the waist. And here,
play action. Lomax has room. He's looking deep. Wide open is Tilley. Just overthrew Pat Tilley, who had beaten Vernon Dean by a good 7 yards.
Boy, was he open on the play, too.
Pressure on Lomax. Fires up the middle. Caught by Tilley. First down at the Redskins 39. Ricky Smith makes the tackle.
Throw the ball, and Pat Tilley, I mentioned him several times, what a great move guy he is. He breaks open into the middle area, delivers the ball right on the money, beautifully thrown, catches it in the middle, and makes the necessary yardage for the first down.
And Ricky Smith line up on the wing. Lomax rolling out. His pass is caught by Pittman. Danny Pittman is playing a fine game and makes the catch.
Darrell Green comes back for the ball. The ball's right on the money, and he's finally knocked out of bounds, but he picks up a nice gain on the play.
It is 3rd down and 6. Inside handoff. Stump Mitchell. Stump Mitchell has a first down inside the 25. That's twice they've gone to the inside hand.
Back to Lomax. He gives the ball to Stump Mitchell. There's good blocking at the point of attack. They stay with Butts. The right guard stays with Butts and does a good job on him. And finally, Coffey, I think it is, who comes over from the safety position.
24, Earl Farrell moves, and here is Otis Anderson up the middle. Jumps his way inside the 20-yard line. A good pickup to the 19. Darrell Grant makes the tackle. And that offensive line of the Cardinals, Benny Perrin is holding. Trying to give the Cardinals a 6-point lead. O'Donoghue's kick is up. It is no good. Off to the left. So the Cardinal lead stays at 3 with 4:35 remaining in the first half.
The ball, when Muhammad starts to look for the ball, he's right there and came very close to making the interception. Muhammad knocked it up.
2nd down and 20. Keith Griffin is in the lineup, and Theismann is sacked. E.J. Jr., who has been moved around from the middle linebacking spot to outside.
Going back into the pocket. They got a stun on with the ends coming up in the middle area on the inside. Watch Junior, number 54, come from the outside. He puts the bear hug on him and gets the sack.
Second. Lomax looks like he wanted to go deep, and now dumps it off to Marsh, the tight end, and Marsh is close to a first down. Darrell Green makes the tackle, and Marsh helps Green up. He's a nice guy.
Let's go downfield. He gets rid of the ball. Look at that. Look at the shot he gets by Bubba Baker, number 60. And then when Monk looks for the ball, he does too. Gets an arm up on top and knocks the ball down. But here again, the ball was thrown just a little bit too short, Dick. Had it been thrown over the top, he'd have had a chance. Watch, he had to slow down a little bit. And when he slowed down, the ball was not out in front enough. Washington was able to...
Consecutive incompleted passes. 2nd down and 10. He's down.
Stafford Mays.
And David Galloway.
Stafford Mays got a good outside, but Stafford Mays was the first guy to come across there to slow him down. There you see, then he had to stop to try to go up inside. By that time, he got a shot from the inside by Galloway.
Talking about 1st and goal. Theismann down, loose ball. The Cardinals may have it. Let's see. St. Louis ball. Kurt Alleman recovered the fumble.
Lee Nelson was blitzing on the play. He's the one that made the play. Number 38, Lee Nelson, the strong safety.
How's that for a big defensive play in the ball game? Just when Joe Gibbs was ready to go in the...
See, and he blitzes on the play. Nobody touches him. They try to get him late, but it's not soon enough, and as a result, he's able to make the play.
For a Cardinal defense with 47 seconds to go, Lomax playing it safe, goes to Otis Anderson. Anderson fires out to a first down to the 27-yard line. Neil Olkewicz and Darrell Grant make the tackle, but not before halftime. What would they have said?
Well, they've been doing handstands, I think.
Well, they may be doing them now. Jim Hanafin's Cardinals lead Joe Gibbs' Redskins 10-7 at halftime. With first place at stake in the NFC East, the Washington Redskins have a one-game lead over the Cardinals, the Cowboys, and the Giants. 2 touchdown passes, goes in motion, 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line, and Riggins is hit at the line of scrimmage, and maybe a loss on the play. The Cardinals just cut right in there. Here's Riggins inside and into the end zone for the touchdown. John Riggins with a touchdown, his 9th of the season, and the Redskins have regained the lead.
They made it look easy.
Jeff Hayes kicking off, and it's Pittman a yard in the end zone. Pittman returned 143 yards to start the game. This time he is stopped at the 24-yard line. John Riggins with a touchdown, his 9th of the season, and Ian Brown 106 touchdowns rushing in his outstanding career. But now the Lomax under pressure, fires, completes the pass to Roy Green, but it's a short
Trap play too, Dick. Good time for a trap. Nope.
Theismann under pressure is hit, lets go of the ball, but it's in for the touchdown to Rick Walker. And the Redskins add to their lead, and Theismann got rid of it just as he was hit. A touchdown pass, 7 yards to Rick Walker. Redskins lead the Cardinals 21-10. And Cardinals only 3 plays, and they've turned it over once. Stump Mitchell. Here's Mitchell down the sideline. Penalty marker down as Mitchell brings it out to the 45-yard line. The result of the Washington or the Philadelphia-New York game in Dallas. This pass is caught by Marsh, the tight end. And that's what the Cardinals have to do, is the first down to the 44-yard line at 27 yards.
Ball was thrown like it was on a trolley line that time. They had a stun on with Butts coming in to the right side. Plenty of time to throw the football. Got it right out in front, right on the numbers, beautifully to Doug Marsh, number 80, and he's finally tackled there by Monty Coleman.
So the Cardinals, after that big play, have stalled a bit. Let's see what Lomax does on 3rd down. He has some room, and he's going to run it. Lomax still going, has the first down, out of bounds at the 44-yard line. The penalty marker down as well. Good ad-libbing by Neil Lomax, who last week also found the open space.
And then he takes off, and he makes a decision, takes off and runs with it, and gets the yard.
Pressure, watch out. Monty Coleman on Lomax. Lomax down there to Anderson. He can't hold on to it. Oh, so close to Otis Anderson. Curtis Jordan defending on the play.
Boy, he threw that one. Escapes the rush, 51, and throws the ball back across the field a little bit to Anderson. But I think what happened, the defensive back distracted his attention a little bit with his hand.
With Pittman, quick pass to the left, and Roy Green makes a terrific catch. The Redskins say he trapped it, but they say it's complete, and it's a first down, I believe, inside the 20. Roy Green with a sensational catch, and the Cardinals. Green.
Yeah, the linebacker was blitzing, and that opened the area there. He stopped right in between the linebackers, 51, Coleman, and also the defensive back, Washington. Now he's got a one-on-one with Green on the outside. Here he comes.
Lomax going up on top to Marsh, the tight end. Touchdown! Third touchdown reception of the year for number 80.
They were concerned about Green, and Doug Marsh was one-on-one on the linebacker Mel Kaufman, 55. There you see it. Kaufman trying to cover Doug Marsh. Can't do it. Touchdown. Ball was thrown beautifully.
O'Donohue. The kick is good, and the Cardinals are back in the game. It's 21-17. Doug Marsh not only caught the touchdown. We now pause for a word from your local station. Didier in motion. Theismann with time, going up on top for Clint Didier. He's got it. And a first down to the 20-yard line of the Cardinals. Bill Kay makes the tackle. Here's Riggins, and Riggins is thrown for a loss by Curtis Greer. Well, he got right inside that offensive line. Gideon in motion. Theismann tipped at the line and almost intercepted. It was Thomas Howard who almost picked it off.
That's why the dash play would have been so effective.
Missed from inside 42 this year. The kick is up. The kick is good. And the Redskins have a 7-point lead. So Mark Mosley is now 12 for 12 inside 42 yards. 12 of 15 on the year. And as we look at, Cardinals have done well in the final quarter, as you see. Play action on a draw play attempt to Anderson, going deep for Roy Green, and Green is there. He's gone to the 20. Touchdown!
You talk about a mismatch that time. They had Tony Peters covering Roy Green, 81, and that's the match you'd like to get. They got it, and it's a touchdown for the St. Louis Cardinals.
O'Donoghue trying to tie the game. The kick is up, and the kick is no good. It hits the goalpost and bounces off, no good. And the Redskins still lead at 24-23, and it brings back memories, Hank, of the first game we did this year when the Packers beat the Cardinals by 1 point. O'Donoghue's mixed conversion, the difference.
Yeah, he looks like he tries to guide the ball through there instead of a hand fake to Anderson, and then he just lets the ball go right down the middle. And Tony Peters, number 23, is trying to catch him. No way he's got that kind of speed. That's a mismatch from the very beginning. They had time to throw the ball, and the rest is history. He changes the scoreboard, gets 6 on the board, and the St. Louis Cardinals score again.
And here is Lomax's reaction. This was an 83-yard touchdown pass, longest of the year for Neil Lomax. That was the joy, then the conversion miss, and a bit of despair. The crowd is not very pleased with Neil O'Donoghue right now. He missed his second conversion of the year. The first one cost him a game against Green Bay in the opener of the year, Hank. 7 carries. 10 minutes to go in the fourth quarter. Riggins is hit at the line of scrimmage. Kurt Ollerman and Benny Perrin make the tackle. Ball at the 36. Fumble. And Theismann recovers. Now, we talked about the 5. McGrath to the top. Riggins, incomplete, or check that. Theismann, incomplete to Art Monk. 4th down. And now Jeff Hayes will have to kick it away with 6:33 remaining in the fourth quarter.
Jeff Griffin has been worked on. Watch Jeff Griffin, number 35. He's with him. You can't cover a guy any better than that. The ball comes through, and he knocks it right out with his left hand. And a lot of cases, the right arm is on his...
To the right. Otis Anderson trying to turn the corner. He does. Good gain by Anderson. Curtis Jordan knocks him out of bounds for an NFL. Anderson. They go to O.J. again, and Anderson has a first down, breaks a couple of tackles at midfield. 16-yard gain for Otis Anderson. Ken Coffey on the tackle. The Cardinals at midfield with 6 minutes to go.
And that's nothing but a pick play. The left guard, Terry Steve, tries to get position on Grant. He overruns the play. Anderson runs behind the block in the seam right up the middle and makes a great run and picks up the necessary yardage for the first down.
75 yards for Otis Anderson. The backfield for the Cardinals now. Lomax up the middle of Mark. First down to the 30. Green and Curtis Jordan. Good for 17 yards to Doug Marsh.
They were so concerned about the outside people that time. Marsh had single coverage inside. A big hole, ran a good pattern, a crossing pattern, and makes the catch, and they have good field position with another first down.
I got the feeling you were calling Marsh's name before the play was over.
I wonder why. It looked like he
playing. Third down and 15 at the 35.
Something in the middle should be open.
Lomax looking. He's going to run it. Inside the 25-yard line, and now the Cardinals are indeed in field goal range. A 13-yard pickup. O'Donoghue's going to come on to try to give St. Louis the lead.
The biggest thing that O'Donoghue has to do now in this particular situation, Dick, he's got to
holding. He's 1 for 2 today. The kick is up. The kick is no good. It's off to the right. And the Redskins hold on to the 1-point lead.
He's punching the ball, Dick. I mentioned it throughout the game. He's not following through. He's not really attacking the ball. He's punching it, trying to aim it through there. He's so concerned, which means he was still bothered by what happened the last time he missed a kick. And when that... See how fast his head comes up, Dick? He punches the ball. He does not get any follow through. He tries to get English on it, but that's not what's going to get it through there. The kick is the important thing.
Calvin Muhammad in motion. Here's Riggins. He's tripped up. Loss of a yard on the play. Back to the 25. And now the Cardinals will call another timeout. They are left with 1, but it'll be third down for the Redskins.
Yeah, that's a good call. They still have...
Theismann's pass incomplete, intended for Art Monk. It's fourth down, and the Cardinals will get their hands on the ball again.
Well, there's a lot of time left with 2:35.
Jim Hannafin, who has lived through the rebuilding years on the St. Louis Football Club.
Forget about what's happened, but you let him roam around ball by himself, that's all he's going to worry about.
At the 33, first down, dumps it off. Otis Anderson at the 40 to the 43, close to a first down. Rich Malott and Vernon Dean make the tiffin, and we will take a timeout. Here at Busch Stadium, everything you wanted, they got today. But
them from getting in a range where they can get
pass rushers ready to come along with Monty Coleman. Second and 10. Lomax to wide open Roy Green. Green at the 40. First down at the 39-yard line. They're getting closer. The clock.
But he gets away from Green. Green tries to give him a little bump. He breaks inside. Coffey comes over, number 48, but he delivers the ball right on the money quickly. He reads the coverage very, very well. Looks like he might have got a knee in the back.
In motion is Doug Marsh. Pass to Marsh. He goes out of bounds to stop the clock, but they didn't pick up many yards on the play, just a couple. Now they say he didn't go out of bounds, and the clock continues to get those 8 yards. Clock working against him. Pressure on Lomax. Lomax's pass is caught by Stump Mitchell, and he's out of bounds at the 22-yard line. Really be talking to O'Donoghue now, Hank.
You're right. Stump Mitchell goes at the linebacker, number 57, and breaks to the outside and makes the catch. And is finally knocked out of bounds.
41 seconds to go. Keep in mind they have no timeouts remaining, so they... Lomax, pressure, and he's sacked back at the 29. The third sack of the ball game. Rich Malott stormed in on Lomax fires. Tilley, first down inside the 10-yard line. But they got to hurry up. Curtis Jordan makes the tackle. 22-yard gain.
He's got to line up and throw the ball out of bounds to stop the clock. You can't get the kicking team on the field unless he stops the clock.
They got to hurry.
He's got to throw it out of bounds.
Lomax throws it out of bounds. 5 seconds to go, and it's O'Donoghue's chance to redeem himself and win the game. He's 1 for 3, missed the conversion, 5 seconds to go. A 25-yard attempt for Neil O'Donoghue. Perrin holding. ...21-yard attempt. The game on the line. O'Donoghue's kick is off. It's good. Didn't he, Hank?
Yeah, he really did. It's a tough thing for the Washington Redskins, but it's a great thing for the young kicker, O'Donoghue, because he wasn't one yesterday, because I think that's typical when you're going to play a good team. You don't worry nearly as much as you do when you're playing one that doesn't have a good reputation as being a good team.
A lot of heroes for the Cardinals in this one, Hank. Remaining. Crowd on its feet. Theismann going up on top to a crowd. And the game is over. The Cardinals win it. They've worked together. They're buddies. The St. Louis Cardinals have moved into a tie for first place in the NFC East. Here's the big reception by Pat Dilley, Hank.
Yeah, they were in double coverage, and watch. Darrell Green breaks to the outside, leaves room on the inside, and the ball is thrown right behind the linebacker. In good shape, Kaufman, 55.
The Philadelphia Eagles.
An important game in the NFC East, and they all are, because this is the tightest division in the entire National Football League. One game separates all 5 teams. The Eagles with a win would like a share of the lead, and the Cardinals would like to take over undisputed. So, Cardinals at 5-3, receiving the kickoff from the 4-4 Eagles, and Stump Mitchell running it up to the 25 and gets it out to the 32-yard line. 1st and 10. The
game run on the football. We might see him try to run to the left on the very first play of the game. Let's see what.
Here's Anderson going left, as Hank said, and Jerry Robinson puts a collar around Anderson, but not until he gets out to the 37-yard line, a gain of 5. Looking.
You know, the Eagle defense has really been very successful. They're 7th in total defense, 9 against the run, 6 against the.
And against the Eagles. 1st and 10 at the 24-yard line. Lomax to throw on 1st down. Has time. A Roy Green and a 1st down near midfield. So Roy Green on a 23-yard reception. Wes Hopkins makes 5 games.
Watch the linebackers get deep drops. They hang in there, and then all of a sudden they've got plenty of time to throw the ball, but he throws the ball right between the linebackers and in front of the defensive back, the safety man. And for that reason, a bump and run. He might try to go up on top here.
Out, and it's a loose ball. And the Eagles recover it way back at the 35-yard line.
You should never try to officiate the game. Just fall on a football. You never know how they're going to call it. There's the blitz from the backside. Look at that hit. And the ball flies loose, and he thinks. And
you may see the Cardinals coming again. Jaworski getting rid of it in a hurry, going deep for Hoover, and he makes the catch. Nola. Quick pass, touchdown, Vito Cav. Back for the Cardinals. Short kick. He has not been kicking the ball into the end zone much. On the 10-yard line, Willard Harrell running it out, and Harrell takes it out past the 30-yard line, where the Cardinals Started, folks. Ninth game. 1st and 10 at the 32. Quick toss to Patilli at the 38-yard line. Completed pass. Edwards makes the tackle. For an inning.
That's the kind of thing you have to do. You have to throw in front of them.
2nd and 4. They go on the safety valve to Otis Anderson, who has the first down and brings it out to the 48-yard line. Combined to make the stop. That's what Lomax did last week. Had a formation now.
Here's the middle is open again.
3rd and 8 at the 49. Going up on top for Cedric Mack, and Mack is there. He drops the ball. He had the edge on fouls, Hank.
That was the middle. He hit him right down the spot and went right. But again, you can see from the pictures, the quarterback looks at it. Look at the middle. It's wide open, and he throws the ball down the middle.
Roughing the passer, number 94.
First 6. Roy Green coming out wide right. Pitch is to Anderson, and Anderson is hit hard at the 30-yard line. Anderson, play action rollout. Lomax fires, and what a catch by Marsh inside the 5-yard line. He was surrounded by green shirts, went up high. Ball back at the 34-yard line instead of 1st and goal. Pressure on Lomax. Lomax gets hit, but completes it to Roy Green, who has the first down inside the 15-yard line to the 13. Just as he got hit, he found Roy Green.
Roy Green, they have a crossing pattern. He comes across the field. There you see him come into the picture. The defensive back is in hot pursuit, but he doesn't get there. Herman Edwards. Watch Tilly, number 83. Look at him get a shot coming off the ball. He was not aware of what that linebacker was going to do, and he really gave him a shot.
Cardinals trail, and here's Otis Anderson cutting inside, and Anderson close to the goal line is stopped short at about the 1-yard line by Ray Ellis. Almost a touchdown for O.J.
Watch, takes a step to his right. The right guard and the right tackle pull. He's supposed to be going outside. Watch this, though. He sees him cave the defensive end out. He sees the cavity, covers up the football, and goes right up the middle for as much yardage.
In motion, Earl Farrell. And it's Stump Mitchell over for the touchdown. And the Cardinals come back, and it's a 7-6 ball game. And for Mitchell, that is his 7th touchdown rushing of the year. He has 7 touchdown game, and one almost cost him a game. That was last week. Not a good snap, but O'Donoghue's kick is good, and we have a tie ball game for the Eagles. Montgomery looks like he may want to throw. He's going to be thrown down inside the 10 by David Galloway. Looked like a pass, didn't it?
You know why it looked like a pass, don't you, Dick?
Why? Because it was. All right. I caught on pretty fast.
Yeah,
Didn't I, Coach?
You done good there. I tell you, Wayne Smith really recovered nicely and covered the receiver all the way down the field. Did a beautiful job on Tony Woodruff.
Jaworski, deep drop back to the goal line, and he's going to go outside. And Mike Vick down the sideline, may beat everyone. And he will. 11:06 to go in the 2nd quarter. Neal wants some real estate back. He's got Otis Anderson, puts on a great move. Anderson puts on a good move to Bernard Wilson and has a first down. 1 for the Cardinals, and the pitch to Otis Anderson, and Anderson will have a first down as he gets into Philadelphia territory to the 47-yard line. He is in play action. Lomax stepping up, and he finds Farrell, who makes a good play, and Earl Farrell charging is close to a first down, shy by a yard. Jerry Robinson makes the play here for a quarterback. Going to keep it on the ground to Stump Mitchell. Mitchell breaking outside. First down and out of bounds inside the 30-yard line. And he got a good block by the man who caught the ball on the previous play.
Well, I tell you, he makes things happen. Talking about it very well, takes advantage. Look at the people up front doing a good job. He dips inside and breaks outside, carries the ball away from pressure, and is finally knocked out of bounds by Herman Edwards, number
Green in motion. Is caught by Marsh, the tight end. Another first down to the 15-yard line. Ray Ellis brings Marsh down. And now they have to separate Ray Ellis from Doug Marsh, who thought Ray...
On the right side, on your left, as you look at the replay, and he breaks into the open area between the safety man and the corner, catches the ball high.
The 15, wide receivers to the left. Tilley and Green. Lomax dumps it out to Otis Anderson. Anderson cutting inside the 10, and tackled at the 8-yard line. Gain of 7 on the play. Anthony Griggs makes the tackle. Quarter. Struthers is still on the turf for the Philadelphia Eagles and still being tended to. As we take a look at Neil O'Donoghue, has a long time to think about this. Interesting about the field goal situation for him.
Yeah, he's 13 to 20.
With 3 seconds remaining. And this kick is good. And O'Donoghue. Kick is good, and it's a 14-10 ball game, and so Neil is now 12 for 20 on the season. Montgomery loses the ball, and a fumble at the 28-yard line, and the Cardinals may have recovered. Let's wait. The Cardinals indicate they have.
Leonard Mitchell make a block. He goes through there, but as he's running through there, Nelson, number 38, scrapes the ball loose, and the St.
has caused 2 fumbles today. First down, Lomax going for Roy Green, who makes a diving play, complete inside the 10-yard line. He got away from the defender, fouls.
But Fowles is playing very, very soft, meaning he's deep, about 10, 12 yards deep, and you should be able to throw the ball in front. There's good protection. The offensive line doing a great job, and look at how far out in front of Albert Fowles he is. He does.
Lomax is 6 for 6 on first down passing attempts. Here comes another one. First and goal at the 8. Running around out there. He's got some time. He fires to Tilley. Touchdown, St. Louis. Tilley had to do a high wire balancing act right at the end of the end zone. So both passers are hot so far, and with Perrin holding, O'Donoghue, who just kicked a field goal moments ago, now kicks the conversion to give the Cardinals a 17-14 lead. And of course it was set up on that Wilbert Montgomery. Jaworski. Intercepted. Lionel Washington stepped out of bounds at the 43-yard line. So another turnover gives the Cardinals another opportunity.
And the quarterback, he goes back into the pocket. Got time to throw the ball, throws the ball outside. But Montgomery was the outside receiver, and he was inside. I think Jaworski thought he was going to cut to the outside, and that's one of the disadvantages of trying to...
Jaworski loops it, intercepted by Benny Perrin, and a touchback. And the boos from the crowd at Veterans Stadium, and Mike Wick was the intended receiver. Now watch Perrin.
Watch Quick come off the ball, but watch Perrin, 23, double cover. See, he didn't anticipate the double cover, and he didn't see Benny Perrin coming from the inside. He tried to throw the ball to Quick, and
Anderson to the 27-yard line.
And over here, look at this.
And it's Tilley. Lomax is looking to Roy Green's side, now going up the middle to Otis Anderson, who has a first down to the 43-yard line. Wes Hopkins makes the tackle. It's good for 15 yards. Anderson led the...
Boy, look at...
Lomax has time, then dumps it out to Otis Anderson. Anderson with a first down is hit hard at the 42-yard line into Philadelphia territory. Rich Cranack makes the tackle. I'll tell you one thing, the Eagles...
Watch Anderson. He's checking. He's got blocking responsibility. His linebacker doesn't come. He falls out into the flat area. He gets the ball right in the numbers. And he sees a little crack here. Look, and he tries to go right through everybody and almost got through there in good shape. Otis Anderson, a terrific runner, number 32.
First and 10 now for the Cardinals at the Eagle 42-yard line. Going back deep is Lomax and drills this to Pat Tilley. And a first down at the 25-yard line. Herman Edwards makes the play.
Boy, the close to the defensive back as he possibly can. Look, and he fakes to the ball carrier, turns back to the left side, and watch Tilley come back for the ball. Licks Herman Edwards, number 46. But he gets very close to the defensive back before he makes...
9:45 to go in the third quarter. Cardinals driving. Lomax going up on top. Wide open is Marsh for the touchdown. Wide open, Doug Marsh. A touchdown for the Cardinals.
There had to be a mix-up on the play. It looked like with his hands on his hips, thinking that maybe somebody else, a play-action fake, and he goes right back down to seam. Seam being the area between the center fielder and the cornerback. Look at that. Anthony Griggs, number 58, in disgust, not knowing.
With 9:38. High snap, but the kick is good, and it's now a 24-14 game in favor of the Cardinals for Marsh his end of the year.
Watch Marsh, number 80, comes off the line of scrimmage, goes right by one linebacker, and Griggs, I think, was supposed to cover him man for man. It came off of him, and he goes right down behind him in for the touchdown. The ball is thrown beautifully, and touchdown.
And coverage. Pitch back from Oliver to Jaworski, and he's sacked at the 25-yard line by David Galloway. Raging Bull, and that's the third St. Louis sack of the afternoon. Greer was off.
Jaworski, and he was going to throw the ball downfield. There you see it. He tosses it back, throws it high. By that time, look at Galloway, number 65. David Galloway, 65. He's the one who got the penetration first of all. Mike Duda was 8
catches. Second down and 1 at the 42-yard line. They tried to run it on 2nd and 1, and Montgomery gets the call, leads for them. Three tight ends for the Eagles. Trailing 24-14. Here's Montgomery, and he's got it. First down. Not by much, but he's got it.
Oliver.
And now the Cardinals say they don't make it. Now they move that ball back to the Cardinals have held. They have held, and it looked from up. Draw play to O.J. Anderson. First down, O.J. head down to the 44-yard line. Wes Hopkins makes the tackle, and a good block by Joe Bostic at right guard.
Well, they had a beautiful hole on the draw play. He waits for the ball on the left side. Good blocking on the left side by Terry Steve, and also Louis Sharp, number 67, both of whom.
Quarter. Otis Anderson running left, breaks the tackle and gets into Eagle territory at the 49, but again Wes Hopkins hits hard, and Anderson, if he didn't know before now.
Out of there, number 68 does a good job of blocking along with Bostic, 71. You don't see Steve there. You see him in the picture, gets a good block, but he's one of the very fine guards in the National Football League. Terry Steve played his collegiate football at the University of Wisconsin.
Goes in motion. Lomax with time has open spaces, and Neil Lomax will have a first down as he runs out of bounds to the 45-yard line. A 14-yard gain. He needed 13 at the 45-yard line. First down. Stump Mitchell with Randy Love blocking gets tripped up at the 40-yard line. He might have had a few more yards.
And he looked like,
and that would be a big edge if you're looking to playoffs. Lomax swings it out to Mitchell. Mitchell has the first down. Defender slips, and Mitchell gets some more yardage and gets inside the 25. Herman Edwards with his team trailing 24-14. Going up on top for Mike Quick, just like before, and Quick has it. First down.
And Quick was able to make the catch.
What a day for Mike Quick. Cardinals over the Eagles. Jaworski going in a crowd, and the ball is intercepted by Wayne Smith of St. Louis. That'll be the third interception of the ball game by the Cardinals, in the first for Wayne Smith. Tony Woodruff was the intended receiver, and for Wayne Smith, his third.
Bounces off. Look, he looks to his left to try to throw off the coverage, throws right down the numbers to Montgomery. E.J. Jr. knocks the ball up into the air, and Wayne Smith comes up with the interception.
5. Lomax in the end zone looking to throw. And now will run and get a few extra yards out of it and gets a first down. Lomax got away and he scooted. Lomax pass to Marsh. He's got it to the 45. He's in Eagle territory, and Hopkins drives him out of bounds at the 34-yard line, a gain of 45 yards. And once again, Hank Stram, you pointed out before, Lomax is getting terrific protection.
Yes, he is, and it looked like he licked the linebacker Jerry Robinson that time, number 56. They had a blitz on. Number 58 was blitzing on the play, Griggs. Robinson is trying to cover the tight end, does not do it, and for that reason Marsh is able to scoot down the field and take the ball down to about the plus 35. Really beautiful execution on the part of the St. Louis Cardinals. You know, I've got to say a word here.
Down and 10 at the 35-yard line. And here is Earl Farrell, puts on a good move, and Farrell still going, breaks a couple of tackles, and Farrell can't be brought down until he's inside the 10 by Edwards, and a first down St. Louis. 27-yard pickup.
Watch Earl Farrell. It's a draw play. Breaks off to the left side. A good block downfield. You can't tell who it is. He gets away from one tackler. Ray Ellis, number 24, overruns the play. Then he's finally gang tackled by a lot of people. Herman Edwards, number 40.
Here is Stump Mitchell. Jerry Robinson got a hold of him. He's not in the end zone, although he tried like heck to get in there, but is inside the 5.
I don't know how he squirted through that pile and almost...
On the wing. Here is Stump Mitchell, and he is in for the touchdown. His second of the game, number 8 on the year. And Hannafin's got to be breathing easier now. 10:28 to go, a lot of time, but now it is with Benny Perrin holding. And Neil O'Donoghue's kick is good, and so the St. Louis Cardinals score. And how do they feel up in the booth next to
situation? But they got Perrin over here trying to help out. I'm sure if he does that.
Jaworski is sacked. Curtis Greer, number 4 of the game for the St. Louis Cardinals, who, by the way, led the league with 59 last year. C coming into the ball game. Good kick by Horan. Sends Mitchell back. Now here comes Stump. And he goes out of bounds. So the Cardinals have it at the 32-yard line. That was a 53. Cardinals peel back. Good high kick by Horan. Another good one. And Mitchell at the 32-yard line. Reggie Wilkes makes the play, and good field position for St. Louis.
That's why he missed it.
Cardinals looking to make it 4 straight for the first time in 3 years. Jim Hannafin has made progress. Good game.
Mike Quick.
Right. Swing pass as good as a run out to Otis Anderson, and Anderson's going to get a first down and more. To the 25-yard line, Herman Edwards makes the tackle. Anderson has concerns the Cardinal people have. This is a 47-yard attempt, and the kick is up. It is good. So, as you pointed out, Neil O'Donoghue has had seemingly greater success from the longer distances than the closer ones. And this is his 6th field goal of the year from beyond 44 yards.
Left-hander, keep it away from the pressure. Watch O'Donoghue, number 11, long stride. It doesn't look like he's going to make the catch, but he does. He catches him and tries to scrape the ball loose in the process, but he's out of bounds.
Touchdowns to win the ball game. Jaworski can't get away. Back to midfield. That's the 5th sack of the game by the St. Louis defense.
That's really been the big difference, I think.
Under 3 minutes to play. Jaworski will go down for a 6th time. Curtis Greer and Randy Holloway. Rick McIver, 0 for 4 so far this year in brief action. He's 6'4", 210 pounds. The Eagles 34-14, getting 6 sacks and doing a lot on offense. Coming up, it'll be the sellout sign is up here in St. Louis, Busch Stadium. The Cardinals, the new glamour team in the NFL. They've won 4 in a row against the Rams, who are looking for wild card down the line. And the Cardinals are along with Drew Hill. And the kickoff are underway. Cardinals and Rams. And Barry Redden at the 8-yard line will run it back. Redden brings it out beyond the 25-yard line. So the Rams, who lost... And Dickerson gets the call, and the Cardinals are there. Boy, the Cardinals really done a good job against the tough runners that they have faced in recent in motion. Up the middle, Dickerson, first down, and Eric Dickerson may go all the way. Dickerson in Cardinal territory, and Lionel Washington knocks him out of bounds, but not before Dickerson gets inside the 25-yard line for a 38-yard pickup. Lansford's kick is good, and the Rams are on the scoreboard. So sparked by an Eric Dickerson run, which was 49 yards. Kickoff returns. Not a long kick. It's high and taken to the 9 by Mitchell. Mitchell straight ahead. Stuff Mitchell to the 40-yard line. 31-yard return and gives the Cardinals. Lomax will go to the air. Receivers are covered. Gets it away to Earl Farrell. And Farrell picks up almost 9 yards on the play. Jack Youngblood almost got to Lomax, but Neal quickly got it away to Earl. In for Earl Farrell. And here's Randy Love getting the call, and he's got the first down into Ram territory at the 47-yard line. Reggie Doss makes the tackle. Find a place. The Rams, Youngblood jumps offside. Screen pass to Otis Anderson, who fights his way to midfield. No penalty flags down, and Youngblood got back. Eric Dickerson up the middle. Don't give him any room, and Eric Dickerson has a first down beyond the 40-yard line to the 41. Lee Nelson and Benny Perrin from the 2nd to 41. In motion is Mike Barber, the tight end. Fake, watch out, Kemp. And throwing into the turf is E.J. Jr., who certainly did not get influence.
Because a linebacker, if you're not careful, doesn't have anybody blocking him. Junior didn't have anybody that time. They didn't pick him up, and the quarterback is back.
Out at 20, at back of the 31, and Kemp under pressure by Curtis Greer, and sacked. Not yet. He fires it away, and now they're going to whistle it dead. They're going to say he was in the grass back at the 16-yard line, and Curtis Greer agrees with that official's decision.
Curtis Greer, number 75, he's the containment man, means he's got to keep everybody on the inside. He almost gets beaten on the outside, but finally gets a hook on Kemp, and gets possession of him, and of course they declare the ball incomplete. They say they zero, because I think if you have quarterbacks with escapability skill and they get out of the grass, they got no chance to make a big play.
They give it to Dickerson. Dickerson to the 25. He may get them all back. And Eric Dickerson still going, and Dickerson has the first down, or close to it. He does. Is that amazing? They needed 34 yards. Let's see where they spot the ball. It's close to a first down.
They send Gooman in motion on the right side. Look at the blocking at the point of attack. He goes through the traffic, comes out the other end, switches the field, missed tackle by number 44, Wayne Smith, and he goes all the way down the far sideline, just enough to make the necessary yardage for the first down. Oh, he didn't make it.
He didn't make it. He was 1 yard short. Touchdown passes lead the NFC. So was his yardage of over 2,600 yards. Having a terrific year. Third down and a long one. Here is Otis Anderson turning the corner, and he gets a first down to the 45-yard line. Reggie Doss tripped him up.
A lot of juice all week long. He looks like he's in good shape today.
3rd and 6 at midfield. Lomax gets it to guess who? Roy Green, and a first down. Out of bounds at the 33-yard line. A gain of 18. Johnny Johnson.
Roy Green is lined up here in the slot formation, breaks to the outside, and they hit him right on the numbers, talking about the numbers on the field. And he's such a great runner once he makes a reception that he's hard to tackle one-on-one, although in this case Johnny Johnson finally makes the tackle and he knocks him out of bounds. But you know, sometimes you have a great receiver.
Perrin trying to tie it up for the Cardinals with 1:30 to go in the first quarter. O'Donohue's kick is good. We have a tie score here in St. Louis, and for Neil O'Donohue, that's his 7th field goal this year from line. Dickerson with Gooman blocking. A crowd, and the Cardinals come up and force the play, and a loss of 2 yards. Thomas Howard and Lee Nelson. Here's Bill Bidwell, who is the owner of the St. Louis Cardinals, and there were stories that he was going to sell the ball club To the people that own the St. Louis baseball Cardinals.
Listen, I'm going to sell the club. I'd put it on the open market and make sure I got the most I could from the ball club, which makes a lot of sense. He ought to put the picture and carry it around in his wallet.
2nd and 10. Anderson looking for room. Gets to the 47-yard line. He'll be and 6.
Blitz.
Pressure. They're going up on top for Roy Green, who has everyone beaten, and Roy Green is there. Touchdown, St. Louis.
Got too many people on the field. He finally got him off now on the kick. Talking about
high snap, and the kick is up. The kick is good, but penalty markers are all over the place.
But he's all smiles. Here it is. You see the blitz coming. Andrews is coming, number 52. They throw the ball over the top, and there you see Johnny Johnson trying to cover him man for man. He located the ball over his shoulder beautifully. The ball was right on the money. Touchdown, Roy Green in St. Louis.
Here it is.
There we see it now. That time he's in a slot, and they were covering tight coverage that time with Johnny Johnson. It looked like Cromwell maybe should have been in the hole. You can't tell what the coverage was, but it was unusual that he didn't have any inside help whatsoever. Doesn't make any difference. He got the touchdown pass. Roy Green on Johnny Johnson.
And Neil Lomax, a combination that has worked to success this year, and as you pointed out, Hank, and Redden gets the call, and he is hit at the line by Galloway and thrown for a loss of a yard. There's Bubba Baker on the sidelines. Cardinals lead 10-3. Kemp falls down and covers up.
That was it.
Eller to the top. Gooman in motion. The pitch, and this is a reverse. Henry Eller gives a lot of ground, and Curtis Greer brings him down back at the 30-yard line. A loss of 14, and Greer, of course, is going to fizzle.
Well, you can tell by the backside. You see, he made a good move. He saw it coming and came up the field. You have to have chasers anytime the defensive end or the linebacker comes up.
Cardinal defense stiffening. Kemp directing traffic and sack. That was Randy Holloway, and that's the 4th sack of the game by the Cardinals.
About that play, and I think one thing that you have to be aware of, I think Kemp is so concerned about not making mistakes that sometimes he holds the ball just a little bit too long. And in that particular case, while
he's 0 for 4 from beyond 37 yards this year. Holding is Cromwell. And the kick is no good. Off to the right. 50. Lomax up the middle to Marsh, the tight end. Let's see where they spot the ball. He's close to it where they can. Roy Green is in motion, trying to find some room. He does there. Gets into Ram territory to the 47-yard line. Johnny Johnson. Newsom is the nickel back. Lomax steps up in the pocket and hits Stump Mitchell close to a first down. Johnny Dickerson Cole.
Nelson is like a linebacker playing safety. He does not cover very well.
That's been the difference in the 10-3 game. Lomax completes to Farrell. Gets by Leroy Irvin and gets a first down. Irvin missed the tackle, and he got burned as a result near midfield.
Quarterback's view, he's looking to his right, looks off the receiver, and then throws right back out to the flat to Earl Farrell. Look at this. Irwin tries to tackle his arm that time and misses, and it's for that reason he's able to get up to
35 showing on the clock here in the second quarter. Lomax to throw, and he's got Roy Green in a seam, first down at the 33-yard line. Owens.
He did here. He read the defense that time. He was down like he was going to go deep. Nolan Cromwell was running deep. He stopped. He stopped right in the hole and finally made the catch in the area that time, and that's why he was so successful.
And he's open. Lomax dumps it off to Anderson. And Anderson is hit at the 26-yard line by Nolan Cromwell, and once again
put a lot on it to make it go through the uprights.
This kick is good. He He's had some shaky moments last year in this, but O'Donohue always comes back in impressive fashion. 13-3 the score. Outs remaining. Penalty flag down. Mitchell. Another flag down as Mitchell is brought down by McDonald at the 45. Second down and 10 at the 25. 42 seconds to go. Clock running. Lomax dumps it up to Anderson, and Otis still going to the 43, and the Cardinals may want to use another timeout. Eckern
so far in this game, and he's a very good possession guy.
Lomax gets it to Anderson. Anderson, enough for the first down, I believe, into Ram territory at the 47. Bad news is that the rest of their offense is a -18. The Cardinals lead
within the division, so that would seem to knock them out of it. The Cardinals, well, right now they are dominating the Rams. At least they're ahead on the scoreboard. The Giants at 6-4. They've got an excellent chance. The schedule not too tough the rest of the way.
Great resurgence of the St. Louis Cardinals coming into the game with 17 touchdowns. Now has 18 on the year. Leading the NFC coming into this weekend's play. But the spotlight is on Jeff Kemp, who struggled 1 for 7 for 21 yards. Did not get the greatest game at a time, and next game's the most important game. They don't mind looking ahead for you. Kickoff going to Stump Mitchell at the 9-yard line. Mitchell brings it out to the 34-yard line. Norwood Van makes the tackle. Earl Farrell gets to the 40. Anderson averaging just 2 yards a carry in the first half. And they try a fake, and it fizzles, and Stump Mitchell. Now Birdsong to Harris. Flag down, and that's not going to count. Ineligible receiver. Bob Harris, and they're laughing about it on the St. Louis sideline, but ineligible against the 4th down.
Fumble the ball. Watch Stump. He said, I don't want it. He throws it back. There's another. There's the ineligible receiver, Bob Harris, number 15. That's right.
I was surprised, but you know, you always know the officials are going to have the right call, and if you haven't seen something lately, and there are always new things coming up, maybe you're not totally sure, and we weren't totally sure. But if you throw to the wrong man, even if you complete it, it's a loss of down. So now Jeff Kemp and the Rams on the right side. They go to Dickerson on the pitch. Dickerson turning the corner. Penalty markers down. Eric Dickerson has a first down inside the 30-yard line. Benny Perrin.
Here they come.
Dickerson loses a yard. Linebacker number 50 for Kurt Alderman. Second down and 20. Kemp looking for receivers and going deep for Ron Brown, who's there, makes the catch, and a touchdown, L.A. And Hank, you said a play and a half, and it took one big. Lomax. This time to Earl Farrell, who makes the play. Brought down at the 26-yard line, 4 yards shy of a first down, and Gary Green makes the tackle for the
lightning guy bringing back kicks. He's dangerous.
Ellard's going to have a chance right here. It is a low kick, and Ellard at the 39-yard line looking for room, but doesn't get it. John Good, a 5th-round draft choice, and the 3rd-string tight end prevented Henry Ellard from an inside runner, number 45. And it goes to Crutchfield, who stops short. The Cardinals hold, and it's going to be 4th down as Crutchfield is a yard short.
You know, sometimes you fool yourself. You say you.
Very good point, Hank. Second down and 11. Lomax with a lot of time. Pat Tilley. And a first down at the 45 of Los Angeles. A 31-yard strike, and you've been looking for.
But he's too good a receiver, especially a move guy. On a crossing pattern, he comes on the inside. The key, look at all the time he has to throw the football. That's the key. There was no pass rush whatsoever. No rush whatsoever on the part of the Rams.
And it puts a lot of pressure on that secondary.
He doesn't put any rush on the quarterback.
Here's Anderson on first down. Penalty markers fly as Jimmy Collins helps brings him down at the 40-yard line. Anderson. He gets tripped, but he gets into Ram territory and takes the ball back.
He's big and he's strong, and every time he gets hit, you see he's always leaning forward and knocks the pile back a little.
At the 44, and the Rams jump offside. Youngblood. This is a free play for the Cardinals. They take advantage of it. Stump Mitchell shy of a first down. Owens and Green make the tackle. 15-10. They go with two tight ends.
They got an advantage on the outside left.
Mitchell, first down. And he went left. Down, just going over the top.
I guarantee you that's what he's thinking all the time. Touchdown. Look at the room on the outside. You see, and look at Johnny Johnson finally comes from the weak safety position to make the tackle, or else it'd have been the bye-bye Blues.
He had 400 yards gained coming into the ball game. Lens, when he lost the ball at midfield, that's what he's done so far in the game, but 33. This is the tie. And he does. 13-13.
Mike Land's position, not letting them get good field position. Talking about the Cardinals.
Stump Mitchell at the 10. And he's out of bounds at the 37-yard line.
Talked about that a moment ago.
And we'll be watching that game too. 3rd down and 7. Lomax escapes. Running for the first down. He's got it. Neil Lomax, with the ability to scramble, has a first down for the Cardinals.
Great escapability skill. Reggie Doss had a shot at him and missed the tackle, and Neil Lomax knew exactly where he had to go for the first down and made it, and was hit late there by Andrews, number 52.
Goes in motion both ways. Lomax steps up and dumps it off to Otis Anderson, and Anderson is brought down a yard or two shy of a first down by Mel Owens.
On field, talking about Lomax, but he gets pretty good penetration. Youngblood finally gets penetration, and there you see in the flat Otis Anderson. He dumps the ball off to him, and of course that's a great thing about a great running back like Anderson or Dickerson, and so he's wise to go for it. Looks like he might do something to the left side.
Randy Love carrying, and he may not have made it. Gets away, bounces off the defender, and Randy Love is a first down at the 32-yard line. What a play by Randy Love, who's been around 10 years and started his career with the Cardinals. Collins and Johnny Johnson penetrated.
He was stopped at the line of scrimmage. Watch this now. Watch Collins, number 50, has a great chance to make the play. He runs right through him, and finally Cromwell knocks him out of bounds. Boy,
Mitchell, the running back. Lomax finds Mitchell all alone. Penalty marker down. Mitchell will have a first down to the 20 if that penalty is against the...
Number 50, watch 50 drop back. Number 50, watch him. They dump the ball inside. It's a middle screen. And he makes a good contact, but Terry Steve, the left guard, 4-man rush.
Penalty flag down again. Lomax looking, dumps it off to Willard Harrell. And Harold scampers his way inside the 35-yard line. But a penalty marker is down. Lomax on a swing pass. Willard Harrell tackled. The second half. Here's Dickerson. Eric Dickerson inside the 40, and Dickerson still going downfield, tackled from behind, but not before the Rams have 1st and 10 at the 15-yard line. A
big first down at about the 15.
And that's a career high for Eric Dickerson, 206 yards. And the kick is good in the Rams, who had a 3-0 lead early and then saw it dissolve and were down by 10. Are back with Stump Mitchell still on the sidelines for St. Louis, and Danny Pittman inside the 5, returning the kickoff, and brings it out with a flag down to the 28-yard line. Lomax, good catch. That was Cedric Mack. 2nd down and about 5.
They got the 4 linemen in there again. 5 backs.
Lomax hits his man Tilley. First down to the 31-yard line. Jimmy Collins makes the tackle.
Play. Just want to make sure he gets the ball where it had to be to move the chains. Throws it to his best possession pass receiver, Pat Tilley, and he sucked it right up and got.
Lomax. Anderson didn't have control and then got it. And is tackled at the 35-yard line. Again, 3rd and 1 at the 40. Play action. Lomax to Marsh. There's your man. The tight end has a first down and into Ram territory at the 49. Eckern and Green make the tackle. An 11-yard pickup.
To get the ball to him. There's a play action fake that time. And they pull the guard, and Youngblood goes inside with a pulling guard, which gave him a chance to get outside and toss the ball to Marsh, who made the reception for the first down. In the slot again, talking about Roy Green on the left side.
1st and 10. Here's Anderson again. Screen pass to the 45 of the Rams. A pickup of about 5. Collins and Cromwell on the tackle. Going to try and make it 11. He does. Roy Green and a first down at the 37. Owens covered.
He had to come back a little bit. He still had enough room to make the catch. Again, not enough pass rush on the quarterback. There he makes the catch beyond the area where he had to go for the first down, and it's a big first down. This left side.
Harrell is the running back. Lomax pass wide open. Unable to hold on to it is Marsh. Clock stops. 2:53. Lomax has time. And incomplete. Willard Harrell. Incomplete pass. Carl Eckern on the hit. So that's 7. And Pat Tilley as wide receivers. Lomax's toss is intercepted by Collins. Jimmy Collins. Fumbles, and I think the Cardinals got it back. Randy Clark
Makes the interception, goes down the far sideline. Look at Meisner trying to block. Doesn't do a very good job, but Collins cuts to the inside. The ball is knocked loose by Randy Clark, and he falls in. Look at this now. Meisner gets a piece of the block, cuts back into the inside. Clark knocks the ball loose and falls on a ball.
Trailing 16-13 of the Rams. Lomax with all day. And Lomax finds Anderson, who takes it out to the 38-yard line. Jim Collins is...
And I don't think he blitzes nearly as well as Andrews puts pressure on the quarterback. There he is. He's going to roll.
He's being chased by Harris, who trips him up. Big defensive play by Bob Harris.
Out of time with 1:27 left.
And he can pick up some chunks of yardage in a hurry. Lomax to Harrell. Willard Harrell close to the first down at the 35. Brought down by Jim Collins. Cardinals had called two. Lomax firing. What a catch by Cedric Mack. It's caught at the 46-yard line. 18-yard pickup, and the clock stops with a minute to go.
That kind of a play, the way he's dropped balls here this afternoon. But you look at all the time in the world again to throw the ball, but he made a sensational catch. You talk about a pressure catch. That's exactly what he made there. Cedric Mack, 47. They're playing very, very deep. He's got a lot of room in front of the defensive back and makes a leaping catch and makes the reception against Levin.
Only his fourth catch of the year for Mack. First and 10 at the 47. This pass is caught, and still going is Harrell. Brought down at the 40-yard line by Mel Owens. Clock running.
The field goal to tie the game.
37 seconds to go. Lomax finds Anderson. First down for Anderson, and he's still going to the 30-yard line. And now the Cardinals will call their last timeout. Johnson.
Green, and don't be surprised if they don't throw one downfield to Matt.
Lomax has time. Here's Anderson. Anderson to the 21-yard line. Collins makes the tackle. Maybe shy of a first down. 21 seconds. And a penalty marker is down. It's against St. Louis. Rams can't really play a prevent defense under the circumstances. Here's Randy Love out of the backfield. And he's tackled at the 31-yard line. A fumble, loose ball on the far sideline. And the Cardinals recover, and it's out of bounds to stop the clock with 11 seconds to play. And here comes O'Donohue. This will be a 38-yard attempt. Herron will hold. It's blocked. The kick is blocked. And the loose ball knocked away. The Rams will have it, and the clock has run out. Jack Youngblood, I believe, got a hand on it, and the gun sounds, and the game is over.
You know, Dick, I was going to mention before the kick, 3 times the kicks have been blocked during the course of the season. That's the 4th kick that's been blocked this year.
Neil O'Donohue and a 3-way tie with Dallas and the Giants and maybe the Redskins after tomorrow. The NFC East is tight.
And excited about the Cardinals. O'Donohue, short kick. McSwain at about the 15-yard line. Whirls out to about the 27, and Bob Harris takes him down there.
That's Thomas Howard right here. He's on the bottom part of the screen. You see the play is over. He's being blocked. Oh, Posgaric gave him a shot. I don't know. They didn't get the guy that hit first. But then he grabbed the face mask. You see, he got a hold of the face mask. But Posgaric, number 70. Here's Donnelly coming to the inside. He has the corner on the outside, and watch the safety just coming in. That was Benny Perrin. You know, he's not a big guy, but I'll tell you, he does play.
42.5 yards out for Septien. I don't know about that one. Now I do. No good. Anderson. OJ is the lone setback, and he gets the call. He's had some great days against the Cowboys. Randy White out to make the stop after Anderson got a in. 3rd down, 3. Lomax out of the spread. Green, Cardinal first down. 9-yard pickup. First meeting between these two teams. Terry Steve did.
Terry Steve is one of those strong guys that match up pretty well against White.
He'll hang with you. Lomax gets it to Pat Tilley in Dallas territory. Another Cardinal first down. Michael
Type of thing, the underneath stuff in the zone. You see, the outside guy, they'll run Green on an outside pattern, usually deep, and then they run Tilley inside and on that short type of thing. So they have...
Out of the spread is Lomax this time. A high snap. Lomax down with it, throws outside, complete. Greg LaFleur, the backup, see what they decide.
This is going to be an interesting decision here for Jim Hannafin, whether to go for the field goal or go for it. They had 3rd and 10 to go. They throw it out here to Willard Harold, number 39. Watch that yard marker right there. See it down in the ground?
In previous weeks, Jim Hannafin has at least ordered fake field goals. Sometimes they didn't get done. O'Donohue blocked. The Cowboys get the bounce. It's Michael Downs. No, it's Fellows. Ron Fellows, he dropped it. Cowboys scramble. Cardinals scramble. And the Cowboys come up with it. Springs touchdown. Lomax to throw on first down. Gets it outside. Otis Anderson with some room. Everson Walls cuts him down, but the Cardinals move into Cowboy territory and
take advantage of him. Now watch him. You have a new rookie middle linebacker. They picked him right there. You see it? Then they get the ball out to Anderson, and it's a run up that sideline. That was Locker.
Lomax. Anderson trying to get around the corner. And to a degree, he does. Ron Fellows knocks him out of bounds.
You know, a halfback and that type of guy, but he's a big guy. I mean, he weighs 225 pounds, and he really has the size of a fullback. And
Herbert Scott, the left tackle, to leave the ball on the ground. Hogaboom and Dorsett scramble for it, and I think the Cowboys got it back. He gets a rest now as Hogaboom operates out of the spread. Cardinals blitz. Cardinals have the ball as Jeff Griffin comes up with the interception. Penalty marker is down, however. It's probably going to be holding.
Watch it. It's going out here to the right. To the left here. Now the receiver goes down, I think. The receiver falls down. Griffin stays up, gets both feet.
Farrell in motion. This is Anderson. Anderson coils down inside the Cowboy 20. Very near a first down before John. 2nd and 8. Lomax on the draw play to Anderson, and he rams down inside the Dallas 10. They have Jones and John Dutton.
And this year in the Cardinal offense, and of course one of the important people in that is Neil Lomax, and he's just so much more confident. You know, you can just see that in being the field general.
Lomax under pressure gets it to Tilley, and Tilley comes up with the ball and comes out with a touchdown. Donahue will try the extra point. Gets it through. Didn't look very good, but it was good. And it's 7-7.
It didn't look like Lomax was going to get that ball out of here. Watch the rush that he's getting right here. Now, just as he throws that ball, he gets hit from that backside blitz. Watch him. He's going to get hit from the backside just as he throws the ball. He gets it out to Tilley. Now, Tilley going down. Makes that good. Victor Scott misses right there. Terrible tackle. Should have had him there. Tilley makes the move into the end zone.
Tilley up quickly. He's only 107. First down, Cowboys at their own 37. Ogaboom staggers out of there and tries to get out of there. And David Galloway makes sure he doesn't get out of there. Those emblems.
Let me see if I can block him a little.
This is Dorsett cut down for a loss. On the outside by Leonard 9 as James Jones has replaced one of the Dallas runners, and here is James Jones with a Dallas touchdown, number 23. Into the end zone. Septien's kick is good this time, and it stumped Mitchell back about 2 yards deep in his own end zone. So indeed, he is okay. Stays on his feet. Bill Bates finally knocks him out of bounds, and here comes the yellow. It is a must game for both teams, but particularly for Dallas. Lomax up under trouble, in pressure. Tilley comes up. Great throw by Lomax with people all around him.
9 years, and for 9 years he's been doing stuff like this. You see Ron Fellows? Ron Fellows had a man-to-man. Tilley starts up. Fellows thinks he's going deep.
At Busch Stadium in St. Louis, the Cardinals have just coughed up another fumble. The intended pass receiver is Tony Hill, and the Cardinals intercept it. Lionel Washington comes down with the football at his own 5-yard line. Hill, the intended receiver. Lionel Washington back there with the interception. So the Cardinals will take over at their own 5-yard line with 5:55 left to play on the Anderson. Anderson standing back in the end zone. Hand off Anderson. Outside the 10. Eugene Lockhart is the first man to make contact.
It's like a Dick Butkus type of guy.
That's the way you ought to look. Here's Lomax going deep. Got Roy Green in the jet stream. Gets a Cardinal first down.
And had a lot of good field position, and they have to work the ball out with these types of things. I think you see the move that Green made there on Walls. It was that arm over. It was a defensive lineman type move.
Green is split wide to the left and Tilley to the right. Lomax goes back to throw. Tight end Doug Marsh on a strike from Lomax.
There's Green, the outside guy. He's going deep. I think when he goes deep, that takes everyone to the outside who's watching him. And then Marsh is the second man in. And he's able to get the ball over Dickerson and in front of down.
It's a punt for the Cardinals. Gary Allen back deep for the Cowboys. Good kick. Good kick. Allen up with a fair catch signal, and the ball bounces, and it's going to be downed at the the Cowboy 1-yard line by Victor Heflin. A 45-yard punt. No return. Excellent. That's the booth right next to ours. Jack Buck, long time with CBS Radio and CBS TV, and one of the outstanding players ever to play for the Cardinals, Dan Deerdorf. And there we are.
Yeah, yard line, now they're going for a field goal.
35 yards out is Septien. And he's got it. Boy, that's a very, very important drive right of that coming up for you. Cold St. Louis, but right now the Cowboys are hot. St. Louis looking. And Stump Mitchell and Danny Pittman. It's going to be Mitchell. He is dangerous. Mitchell almost out of the pack to about the 38-yard line before. Victor Scott takes him down. 24-yard return. Turnovers. Victor Scott takes him down. 24-yard return. Turnovers. Look what happened to the Cardinals this year.
You know, in the last couple of weeks, it's kind of been haunting them. Last week against the Rams, we said they lost, but they had 4 turnovers in the second. Right. In my estimate, there's really 3 turnovers.
Lomax to Green. That's what they're looking for. Fellows planted his feet. And Green before he springs.
Right, and all the patterns that he's been running have been these shorter type. The crosses here, he picks up 20 yards after catching the ball and running with it. But I would bet that somewhere here in this quarter, they're going to throw the ball.
Everson Walls. Tilly is to the other side as Lomax goes to work again. He has Anderson wide open. Anderson slips away from a couple of tackles. And Anderson gets down to the Dallas 25. Ron Fellows stops him.
Watch this. He hits Roy Green the first time. Here he's going to find Otis Anderson. Again, we see Eugene Lockhart is out there on Anderson. But they hit him out there. Lockhart doesn't make this tackle here. He's not going to catch him in the open field. Gives him a little move and then up the field. That's the second time that they've caught him.
A spread. Offside Dallas. Lomax down the middle of the green. To the 1.
I'm sure that's a free play for the... Now, Lomax can see that. He knows if nothing works, he's going to get the down over again. But here, he can take a chance. He can force it. He has a free play. So when you have a free play, you find a guy like Roy.
Passes. Anderson and Love are the 2 setbacks, and Lomax rolls to his right. Lomax looking for someplace to go. Can't find it. The ball's batted away. He gets it to Love. It's a touchdown.
Away from him, widthwise.
O'Donoghue. 17-14.
Watch it here now. You see, he fakes here. Now, see him rolling out here to his right. Now, the whole defense comes to this side. He fakes here. Look, it's stopped. Now he does throw it. He finds Randy Love way back here. The ball is tipped into Randy Love for a touchdown.
Randy White got the hand up that deflected the ball, number 54. Love still caught it.
Who said you can't do it? Watch, he stopped and said, well, there's a guy there. Randy White gets a left hand, jumps up, and it still gets to Randy Love.
Lomax was 4 out of 6 on that drive. Vince Albritton, you're right. First down, Cowboys. Pitches back to Dorsett, looking for some room and finding none. Ramsey, Rafferty snapping. Line drive kick is no good.
Last week, here against the Cardinals, he had 150 yards in the first half.
Lomax down the middle of Morris. Down by downs, but a first down in Dallas territory. Lomax.
Marsh here, he's a tight end. We talk about Lomax and his maturity. It was Doug Marsh here who said it. He said the more he plays, now he's looking for us. He can see the outside receivers and the tight end. He said that's why we're catching more balls in the middle there. He said before when...
An outstanding quarterback as O.J. Anderson is the only setback. And he gets the call. And Anderson gets around the right side. Hit out of bounds.
going to be tackled. He knows here that he's not going to make any more yards. But watch him finish off the run right here at the end on Dexter clinching. He just lowers that left shoulder, and they go shoulder to shoulder.
Pull out by Clinchgale as Lomax goes to work on first down. Looks deep, has Anderson. Anderson has some room. Shakes free of a couple of tacklers. Randy White hit him from behind and nailed him down to the ground.
I'll tell you, pick it up, as we mentioned before, they're keeping their backs in to help on the inside blitzers. They're just letting it.
Last shot out of a Roman candle. Not enough left. That stump Mitchell shakes away from one tackler. Will not get enough, quite enough for a first down. Everson Walls tripped him up. O'Donoghue is now much more popular in St. Louis because he's just tied the game at 17 with 7:22 left to play in the third quarter. It's Dallas 17 and St. Louis.
On that play, he really didn't have much of a chance here. Watch it coming. He's looking down the field. His pocket is starting to collapse on him, and he gets underneath and up on top all at once.
Down at 10, the Cardinal fans coming to life. Hogaboom getting in the draw play to Dorsett. Nothing there. David Galloway one more time. Score tied at 17. 5:40 left to play in the third quarter. Here's Dorsett. Nothing. E.J. Otis Anderson with the two runners behind Cardinal quarterback Neil Lomax. Again, he'll throw on first down. Roy Green is the target. Or Kurt, beg your pardon, Marsh, Doug Marsh comes up with a catch.
Green is the deep guy. Marsh is running a crossing pattern. And we see Lomax. He's going to roll out here. Green is outside. Now watch Marsh. He's going to the outside too. So Marsh will be the short guy of the two. There's Green right there behind. Marsh is the first guy, and he hits Marsh underneath the Green.
Catch. Fellows goes with Green. Lomax goes back on first down again and gets it outside. Earl Farrell. Farrell pulls into Dallas territory before Anthony Dickerson can bring him down.
When he starts out there, he starts in motion. They all follow him. Now he starts back here underneath. Now watch the defense come underneath. Now what does that do? That leaves Farrell out there all by himself because everyone follows Green. Everyone said, here comes 81. Don't let about the maturity that he has, and and Rod Dowhauer here and helping him, having a Roy Green and a Pat Tilley help, and now even more, now
Cowboys showed him a blitz, and now they back out of it. And now here they come on a delayed blitz. Lomax hits Farrell, but there's a penalty marker down.
I'll tell you, there's one.
Been held, the record for the most yards by a Cardinal quarterback had been held by Charlie Johnson as Lomax barely gets it away. And there's the flag down, and there's the touchdown. And now they start waving it off. Lomax is saying, yes, we got it. But we're going to have to wait for the votes on this one.
Now, I'll tell you, when that official starts running back, that's going to be against the Cardinals. Usually when he stays down there, it's against the defense. When the guy comes running back, it's usually against the offense.
I think it's going to be against Roy.
There's the guy arguing with the...
Number 81 on the offense. Repeat second down.
Well, we're going to see it right now. Here's Roy Green, number 81, the second guy in. He's going to run a post pattern straight up the field. Then he's going to go to the inside there. Now, that's not on him. He was beyond Walls if he did hit him. I don't see that as being an offensive thing. I just see that as getting his shoulder beyond him and running right by him. That it's been called on the offense, and I don't think that was one.
Still second down. Bates covering Willard Harrell, who comes up with the reception. Gets back to just about the origin.
The thing that Jim Hannafin says that Roy Green can do so well is separate. If you get close, he can separate. We see him separating right now. Of course, the flag was already out there, and that was after there would have been a penalty. But
him in St. Louis, Pat Summerall and John Madden. Here's that call against Roy Green again.
Well, still, we had to blow the picture up here, but still, I don't think Roy Green does anything wrong. There's a little bump there. I don't think that's anything. Roy Green is just trying to get above and beyond Everson Walls, which he does, getting his shoulder beyond. That, to me, is not pass interference. That's to make their move in November.
They have to do it. Here is Anderson in the corner, and there's the flag again. Dexter Clinching made the hit. There's another little skirmish going on.
The ball, he had a little time, but when he had the time to throw the ball, there was no one open. So then he just had to decide to heck with it. Here comes the pressure. I just have to get rid of that. He just threw that ball away.
Out of the spread is Hogaboom. Under the heat. And now they say, nope, he was in the grass. Finish this play. David Galloway was back there and had it.
Watch Galloway, he's number 65. He gets the pressure from that side. He's going against Glenn Titensor. You see, he does a stunt move. He goes to the outside. Now, right there, when he had him in the grass, you see the referee waving his...
In the contest. Lomax rolls left. Has time. Greg LaFleur.
He's back there. They had about 3 of them. I'll tell you, he just takes off. Look, here he is on Everson Walls. Everson Walls is uptight. He should get a bump. He just runs right by Walls. Here comes Downs, the safety. He runs right by him. He had him beaten. The ball was just...
27. Tony Hill is split out wide to the left, and here comes Renfro in motion. Quickly, Hogaboom goes to work. He's got Springs. Springs is in the end zone, and Dallas takes the lead. Touchdown, Ron Springs from Hogaboom. Mitchell and Danny Pittman back deep. Lined in the direction of Mitchell. Fields it up to 1. Pittman in front. To about the 25 before Bill Bates takes him down.
Short guy.
Let's see if Lomax goes to a deep guy. Here's Otis Anderson around the corner. He's going to get about 7 yards before Jim Jeffcoat wrestles him to
try to Roy Green again. Of course, they tried on the last series.
In the history of that memorable play. Outside it goes to LaFleur, who stays on his feet, fights. The ball comes loose, but he was out of bounds. Still got a first down for the Cardinals. Michael Downs showing blitz. He's up in there. Pitches back to Anderson. He's got some room. Randy White got out of there and came out to make the stop, but Anderson got about 10.
Sometimes this is an audible for a blitz. You know, you get all those guys blitzing to the inside, and you just run a quick pitch, a quick toss out to your running back trying to get outside and pack everything.
4-17. Lomax. Tilly. Out of bounds, but a Cardinal first down. Fellows.
That short stuff and the stuff to the tight end, but I still think here pretty soon he ought to take another shot to Roy Green. One, it's exciting to watch. And,
still working. Anderson. And Anderson surges up inside the 35 to about the Dallas 33. Eugene Lockhart tripped him up, but Anderson got good yardage. In the spread formation. Cowboys looking like they're going to blitz, and then they don't. Oh, that's got to be pass interference, but it's not called. Everson Walls banged into the intended receiver, Roy Green. That's one we need to look at one more time.
Yeah, slot man there, he runs the out. Now watch this. Walls is coming up on him. Well, I don't know. That's not bad.
That's close. That's close.
Yeah, that's, you know, you can't. You got to give that defender a break once in a while, too. Everything's down there. Let's watch it again. This is a play before where Walls is hitting him. I'll tell you, that's good defense. So he has to get in. He is a little in there, but he got that right hand in and hit the ball, too.
So the... Block. Cardinals come up with it. Cardinals will get the ball at their own 15. Art Plunkett is the man who got the hand on it.
Watch it here. Plunkett is going to be right there in the middle, and he got his right hand up, knocked him, get up that high. Watch watch this ball. Looks like more of a line drive. We'll see Plunkett right there in the middle, the hand with the tape on it, and he shouldn't be able to get up that high to block.
24-17. Lomax out of the end zone, gets it to Green. Everson Walls makes this. Don't forget, following football comes 60 minutes. Lomax goes down the middle, has it complete again to Green. Walls on the tackle. Cardinals in a fourth down. Lomax has it complete. Has the first down. To Chile and keeps it alive. 16-yard. They're at their own 45 as Lomax operates quickly out of the spread. Throw. Pass is caught by Green. He is tackled at about the Dallas 48-yard line by Everson Walls.
Green is right there in the middle. Once the outside guy come in there, I think it was Victor Scott. He comes diving in front of the ball, missed it. Roy Green had it. Looked like
88 yards. Hart has 428 yards in a game.
You know, that 388, though, you know, and he had that big...
On Lomax, Michael Downs was back there to help out Bates.
Looks like Lomax hurt his right shoulder on that one. Let's see if we can see him. The Cardinals are coming up. Oh, they're going to take Lomax out. That's Kyle Mackey going in. Lomax waved him off. He said no. He said...
For the Cardinals, 4th and 3 from their 48 with 24 seconds left to play. Lomax out of the spread, hanging in there. Going deep. Pass is caught and lost. Roy Green had it and dropped it. And the Cowboys will take over and go home with this victory. And it was a tough one.
I say Lomax hung in there with that thing. I mean, he threw as good a...
And stay tied with the Redskins for first place. The Giants lost. The Redskins won. The Eagles lost 5 points in Miami. Tough game this was.
Take the lead late in the third on what looked to be a 39-yard rainbow from Lomax to Green. But Green was flagged for pushing off on Dallas cornerback Everson Walls, and the score was nullified.
Ray, we don't want to be homers about this, okay? But after looking at that call again and again and again, maybe the best call is no call at all, and if you're going to call anything at all, it has to be defensive interference. Walls rode him out of the play.
Well, from where I was sitting, it looked like they were converging on a point, and when they got to the point, they both bumped. And like you said, I think maybe a no call would have been the most proper call there. I'd like to really see another angle of it, which we don't have, to really give the official his just due. But boy, it was a tough call.
At such a crucial juncture in the game, on such a really picayune call, I mean, why does the guy take the flag out of his pocket to begin with?
Well, it looks like to me, just in that last shot there, it looks like to me that the defensive back was moving to his left and actually moved into the path of Green, and the contact was really negligible, it looked like.
Which, at this point, doesn't make the Cardinals feel any better at all, because the 7 doesn't go up on the board.
No. That was a big play, and I think it took a lot of the wind out of the sails of the Cardinals, and they were down after that call.
Well, I talked with the two principals involved in that controversial call after the game, those being Roy Green and Everson Walls, and naturally they saw the play a little bit differently.
I was really surprised that there was a call made at all. And after running, through the back of the end zone and turn around, the flag looked, farther downfield, so I figured that something had happened back up on the line of scrimmage or whatever. He called pass interference, it kind of, I guess you would say, blew my mind. He called it quickly, There was no doubt in his mind about it, and there was no doubt in my mind, but I just don't usually get that call.
So you were probably as surprised to see the flag as Roy was?
I was surprised. I was surprised, but I was pleased, believe me.
Sell it, Everson.
Maybe we're talking about something that...
Minutes remaining when, on 3rd and 9 at the Dallas 38, Cowboy cornerback Everson Walls clearly hit Roy Green before the ball arrived. No flag, and Dallas gets the ball back.
Walls must be living. In that case there, it looked like it's coming up here. Lomax throwing the ball, bang. He hits him apparently just as the ball got there, or a shade before the ball got there. And he got a lucky break on the call, I think.
The thing that I don't like about this call is that Walls comes over the back of the receiver. He's not coming from the side. In order to get the ball, he's got to come over his shoulder right there, and that normally is a call.
Yeah, I'd agree with you, Jim. It looked like he did make contact.